So my name is Lauren Tisdale. I'm the Director of HR at Brier Home and Hospital. I've been with the organization 7 years. Yeah, a lot of history of SSC here at Brier Home and Hospital. There was a really large implementation over multiple weeks. Yeah, a lot of collaboration through that implementation. It was the first BC site that SSC was at. BC is a pretty unique environment considering the unions that are here and the complexity of the unions. We've had customizations that have been required through changes in collective agreement. And over time, we've had a partnership that has grown. We work together through a lot of these changes. Speaking of collective agreements, they're not static, right? They change every 3 years. And back in 2022, we had a pretty significant collective agreement changes, and we had to implement new wage schedules for like all those people with ad pays, like so seniority-based ad pays. And this was hey, let's sit down, let's look at these problems together. And find out how we're going to go about addressing them within the system. We were able to problem solve a lot of that. The root of partnerships with software, in my opinion, comes down to the customer support or like the customer success, right? And so the degree to which my staffing team is able to interact and work alongside SSC support to like answer their questions or to help with problem solving is super important. And the response times are just, you can't really beat the response times with SSC. Like my staffing team, they may encounter, they may have a question or they may be experiencing like a hurdle that they can't get over, and they'll put in an email to support, and then within minutes hear back from a member of that team. And over time have really built relationships with the support staff. So it's not like a nameless or a personless support channel. It's a person who they know, who they have these interactions with, which I think makes a pretty big deal. So more or less my staffing team have a pretty strong personal and professional relationship with the SSC support team. And that has grown over many, many, many years. So for instance, we do like an all-in-one HRIS, scheduling and payroll, but the scheduling can't do block booking. It's a total non-starter for us because we need the block booking, or the payroll doesn't have enough complexities for some of the union stuff that we have. You don't need to compromise anymore. I think that's probably a better way of kind of putting it. I think our employees, more engaged. I think about my manager's time. I think that's a big one for me, and the fact that my managers can go in and time cards aren't going to take them like a ton of time. Like the time cards are almost like automated, right? So you're going in and you're checking the red flags, the areas of concern. And I think that process saves so much time. So we ran a report the other day, and more or less what it did is it showed us the number of people who are frequently late. And then it showed us how much they were late by. And so we think that's the accountability, the insights, the decision support. I think that's a pretty important kind of piece to all of it. A lot of people look to Brier for best practice. They look to Brier like, what are you guys using for payroll software? Often get those questions, and I very readily recommend SSC through those discussions. And when people are interested in SSC, I've had many different discussions with them. And I have an easy time recommending, particularly having used it for as long as I have, but also having done some of the assessments and seeing some of the demos. It just gives me confidence. And again, the true users are my staffing team. And they live in it. They live SSC every day, all day, every day. and they like the product. And to me, that just like that speaks volumes of the fact that they're not interested in going elsewhere. But I think it's important. I think it's not like you're not a faceless organization. We're not a faceless organization. There's like a pretty shared level of understanding and mutual collaboration.